Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you all are having a blessed day. It's time for your daily Bible verse, and today we're going to read 1 Samuel chapter 15, verses 22 and 23. But Samuel replied, "Does the Lord delight in burnt offerings and sacrifices as much as in obeying the voice of the Lord? To obey is better than sacrifice, and the heed is better than the fat of rams. For rebellion is like the sin of divination, and arrogance like the evil of idolatry. Because you have rejected the word of the Lord, he has rejected you as king." So, this is Samuel talking to Saul because he disobeyed the Lord. And Samuel is telling him, he's like, "Does the Lord delight in burnt offerings and sacrifices as much as in obeying the voice of the Lord?" The answer is no. He'd rather you just obeyed him, period. And we actually see that a similar phrase of that repeated in Ezekiel, which we'll get to those verses another day, but to obey is better than sacrifice. He'd much rather you obey him. And the heed is better than the fat of rams. Heed his word. What he's telling you, listening to his instructions. Now, I'm not saying we all walk a life full of perfectness, but we should be bettering ourselves every day. For rebellion is like the sin of divination. And that's Saul violating that. He's rebelling against the Lord. When the Lord has made him king over Israel, he's going and rebelling him. But in all cases, rebellion is no different than the sin of divination, witchcraft, Living in rebellion towards the Lord is not going to get you anywhere good. We always need to pray for our rebellious family and friends. Like those that are getting drunk every night, in the LGBTQ, God could seriously turn their lives around. And arrogance like the evil of idolatry. God hates arrogance. And I can tell you something, as one of his children, I hate it too. It also says, Paul says it, that greed is also idolatry too. Because you have rejected the word of the Lord, he has rejected you as king. And he made David king, and Saul was always jealous of David. You see that all throughout 1 Samuel.